What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Wes on Talks, an American talking about Manchester United. And we've got updates on the striker position, who we are going after, and what player is most likely to come into the club. We've got our Rashford update, and the final, here we go, to send him off to Barcelona. His flight actually landing as well. We'll talk about that and more, but be sure to hit that subscribe button. You guys have been knocking it out of the park. We just had our first live stream. It was pretty decent, and we obviously want to keep that growing, but thank you guys so much. But really starting things off here, we've got information. Ben Jacobs, as of 6 hours ago, Benjamin Sesko is back on Manchester United's radar as a number 9 option, as revealed last week. Approach made 12 months ago before Sesko decided to stay at Leipzig. Nicholas Jackson and Ollie Watkins, two other names discussed. Man United still shortlisting several targets, finding a new striker the next priority. So we obviously knew that that was indeed the case before really this news. Obviously they were in for the Gyökeres, but it looks like Gyökeres is pretty much a done deal for Arsenal on his way there. Hugo Ekitike most likely moving on to Liverpool, which means Isak will be staying at Newcastle. Thankfully, there hasn't been too much with Calvert-Lewin, as well as I've seen some things about Callum Wilson. I wouldn't really want that at all. And really, there's no traction towards anything with, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Nicholas Jackson. I was drawing a blank on his name right there in front of me. I would rather Ollie Watkins or Benjamin Sesko over Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson is just a disaster waiting to happen. I would really not want to see that in the club, but I think Sesko would be probably the smarter of the two options if we could pick between either him or Watkins. Obviously more upside for Sesko, but you have proven Premier League player talent with Watkins, so it's kind of weighing things up. Sesko, an amazing player, a really good figure. When we actually look at him, he is, I was like, he's pretty big. He's 6'5". He's a big guy. And that is what type of player Gyökeres was as well. Kind of big, powerful. Only 13 goals in 33 matches last season at Leipzig. The season before that, 14. So 13 last year, 14 the year before. He was at Salzburg his year before being at RB Leipzig, 16 goals in 30 matches. So he's a proven player in the Bundesliga, and who knows if he would thrive in an Amorim system, playing in front of Mbeumo, Cunha, Fernandes. Obviously, we know we need a striker desperately up front to be able to get things done. Dorgu also looked very good in that first preseason match, I will say, on that left-hand side. But things still yet to be determined on how exactly they will be pushing for Sesko. I thought I saw something over here about Sesko as well, but I must have been... Yeah, okay, Manchester United has had internal discussions regarding Benjamin Sesko. That is from Fabrizio Romano, and that was an hour earlier than Ben Jacobs's report about Sesko that we just read as well. Lammens also, there is some traction and big consideration for United to bring Lammens in. There will be internal talks to understand the best option for Man United as of Fabrizio Romano. That would be really nice to bring him in. I don't think Bayender is the answer at this point in time. Honestly, Tom Heaton looked solid between the pipes, but you can't be going against Premier League sides with Tom Heaton in between the pipes if you want a chance to win those games. And then finally, Marcus Rashford. It is finally done. Barcelona have sealed all documents of Marcus Rashford deal. Sealed, maybe signed. Sealed for the deal. He is set to land in Spain. The buy option is 30 million, according to Fabrizio Romano. Rashford has reduced his salary by 15% and will earn 14 million gross plus bonuses. United will not cover his salary. That is big time off of our books for this season and beyond. Hopefully he plays well enough that Barcelona want to trigger that $30 million clause to buy him. That would make the most sense. That would be great. I really do hope that they could get that deal done. Obviously, it's sad to see him go. He was never really going to fit in Amorim's plans. Things were kind of growing sour with him at the club anyways, with Ten Hag. Obviously, he did that loan move to Aston Villa, and it's sad to see him go. He had some great times at United over the years, especially in his early years, but just couldn't really get things going in the end to be able to keep that up. And he obviously wants to play for England at the World Cup, being a World Cup year, and it's his best chance to do so at Barcelona and getting playing time, starting minutes, and hopefully does well enough to not only earn him a spot on that England squad, but earn him a spot at Barcelona permanently for them to then pay us $30 million for that clause to buy. So that would be best case scenario for Rashford leaving us permanently. Obviously, it's a loan, and we are not paying a single dime of his salary. So it's kind of a win-win. Hopefully he does well. If he doesn't, he'll be back next year, and we will have to do this all over again. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. In terms of everything else, let's check out the United stand, see if they have anything new. Marcus Rashford has arrived in Barcelona to complete his loan move. That was an hour ago. Flying in, really cool stuff. The likely departure will allow Juventus to look doing a deal for Jadon Sancho after they confirm the signing of Francisco Conceição. So that's encouraging stuff there to hopefully see Sancho out. I saw this Paul Pogba on Rashford stuff to Barcelona. United, they are losing a great player. Unlucky for them and the coach. You know what? Pogba, say what you want. Do what you want. You're still a player. Not a pundit, not anything like that, especially doing it with speed. I mean, it's whatever. It doesn't bother me one bit whatsoever. But yeah, Rashford's gone. I wish him all the best. Was an electric player for United. Scored many memorable goals over the course of his career with United. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming in Mbumo, the deal will be signed today. Could have been done. When I say today being Monday of this video dropping, today for me actually being Sunday. I'm assuming they didn't do it today because they want the news to hit out on Monday. Most people, fresh news cycle, get that information out there. Maybe it hits a little bit harder than on a Sunday when people are sometimes trying to stay off their phones, stay off social media, stay out of the news as much as possible so that they can gear up for the week. But I do expect it to be deal done Monday, and we will see him in the U.S. with United. But it is now time to start cracking on some skulls to get some new players in. I think Lammens would be a great goalkeeper to bring in. Martinez, another option, but is also more expensive and older. I think you got to look to the future, and I think this Lammens kid is a very good option. And then, obviously, Mbumo signed a 5-year contract, medical complete this morning, which is really nice to see as well. So Rashford out, new goalkeeper potentially on the lurks with Lammens, and a new striker in hopefully Sesko, maybe Ollie Watkins, and pray to God, hope it's not Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea. We would be wasting money as well as wasting a spot on the roster. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. But that's going to be it for this one, guys, and we will catch up with you in the next video.